It's Mike Messier, Monday Night Raw, 25th anniversary tonight. On the positive side, Monday Night Raw has been going on since 1993. The first time I saw Monday Night Raw live was actually the second episode. I want to say that the Steiners were on that show in the main event, maybe against the Head Shrinkers. And ever since, I've probably seen live, I would estimate 70% of Raw, which is a pretty good batting average for any fan to say that I've probably seen live 70, if not more, really. But there have been some lulls and some tapages. A lot of times I've taped it. Going back to the VCR days, the DVD days, and also the DVD recordable days. So but I've seen most of Raw's highlights or fond memories in a general sense. Just knowing that this show starts off your week, like Monday's a tough day. Oh shit, gotta go back to work or go back to school or whatever the fuck. You have Monday Night Raw to look forward to. I do say, yes, not to be another Attitude Era fuckhead fan, but back in the days of 2-hour Raws, or really the 2-hour Raws, I think were the best. The 1-hour Raw, you can make a case it wasn't quite long enough. But once we had the Monday Night Wars, let's face it, if you were around at that time, you remember those were the good days, okay, for Monday Night Raw. Favorite matches, I looked into this match. It was from the summer, I think August, I want to say 98. It was Owen and The Rock, Mankind and Kane, DX, the New Age Outlaws, I believe, and one other team were in this really wild 8-person 4-team match. Was just a lot of fun. I remember, I believe Triple H and The Rock had a really good, I want to say they had a cage match for the Intercontinental title on Raw, if I get that right. A lot of times the Raws were so good, you'd kind of blur them in with pay-per-views. The Sable, Mark Marrow stuff was fun in the Attitude Era. Since then, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest John Cena guy. I do respect John Cena, but he did get a lot of mic time and a lot of screen time on the last 10 or 12 years of Raw, and I just don't think anyone really liked that. And I guess I don't want to get negative, but I'll say that, look, I think the reason why fans I guess I'm going to be a little negative, just so you know. Fans don't like Roman Reigns in part because they never liked John Cena for the most part. So when they see Roman Reigns getting shoved down their fucking throats, Vince and associates, they just feel like, okay, here we go again with another fucking Cena again thrown down our throats. That being said, look, the Rey Mysterio winning the title in the tournament and then losing to Cena in the summer of Punk, I think that was 2011, that was a very good Raw. I think you had like a tournament, like a 7-guy or an 8-guy tournament. Rey Mysterio won the title tournament, and then he lost to Cena, which I thought was a nice Raw. You've had a King of the Ring. I think William Regal won that one. That was a good one. I do know that William Regal won that Raw. A lot of good stuff. Let's face it, Raw, it's been there for you. It's had its ups and downs. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's in a lull. We've seen the last couple of years the U.S. title open challenge, John Cena fighting guys like Sami Zayn or whoever the fuck, so that was pretty good. We've seen some good stuff. The New Day, the women, now we don't call them divas anymore. And I was wondering about this. Is the show still called Total Divas, but the women's division is, don't call that divas, but call the show on Total Divas? So whatever it is, but Charlotte, Sasha Banks, so on and so forth. The Nexus attack. I guess we're not at the point now where Nexus is what do you call it? Nostalgia. But Nexus attack with the fucking bow ties or the neckties on Justin Roberts. Tonight you're gonna see it's gonna be a nostalgia fest. You're gonna have to cram fuck a lot of guys in there, guys and women, for little promos and little skits, and so to actually expect any big situation or whatever come out of this, I don't know if that's going to happen. It reminds me, I think, of 2007. It was called Homecoming, and I think Hulk Hogan and the Great Khali had a showdown, and we're kind of expecting, that would be an interesting match, a big Titans match of Hulk and fucking Khali, and Hulk looked pretty good that night, but they never followed up on it, of course. I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of people are buzzing. Will The Undertaker make a comeback tonight? Will he and Cena plant some seeds for a WrestleMania showdown? And probably, you know, I don't know if you can really expect too much. I mean, it's kind of like you don't know what to expect, but you're expecting that something will happen to surprise you. But if you predict what you expect, or what you expect to be surprised with, it wouldn't be a surprise. But that being said, look, the big thing on everybody's lip tips or whatever the fuck, tongue tips, could CM Punk come back, for a night? Or could Daniel Bryan be announced as the Royal Rumble competitor? I don't know if I have a big outlandish thing. I mean, I could say Hogan, bring Hogan in. I mean, let's if this goes to another video, but it's basically the thought is, if you're going to ban Hogan for life, they haven't made that verdict yet. But if you're going to do it, just do it. Say, hey, Hogan's never coming back. But if you aren't going to do that, tonight would be, about as good as it's going to get to bring Hogan in. Maybe as a trial basis, see what happens. But I mean, would you want Hulk Hogan to die without being welcomed back to the WWE? I guess I'll just put that out there. Did he do something so criminally wrong or morally wrong in the privacy of his own friend's wife's bed? Whatever he said, whatever he was doing, saying horrible things. Now, okay, we're going to the goddamn dark side, and it's Enzo Amore being accused, folks. If you haven't heard it before, you probably have if you're watching this video, but Enzo Amore is being accused of rape. I don't have the fucking information. I don't know these people, but it's sad. Obviously, that's the most very serious crime. Probably one of the top 3 crimes, along with murder, rape, and incest, which is very close to rape and often is the same fucking thing. So, hopefully that situation, I guess, what do you say? You hope it didn't happen, but then if you say you hope it didn't happen, that means you're accusing the person of being a liar, which I'm not. I don't know any of these fucking people, but I'm just saying, whatever it is, it puts a taint or a blemish on the enjoyment of this thing. I'm sure that's the last thing anyone wanted to hear at WWE Titan Tower. But look, if it happened, deal with it, okay? But it's a very serious accusation. I don't know any goddamn details. It's suffice to say that they've done a pretty good job, meaning WWE, of burying Enzo, both storyline, character, and crossing over a bit. And this... and just, I mean, this Shadows, I believe it was Jey Uso. I don't want to get my Usos mixed up, but it's obviously just distraught and disheartening to hear this stuff. So we'll just hope that whatever the fuck gets resolved, there was some implications or some people, I don't even know the words, but just saying that this young woman who says she was in the hospital for 45 days, but her Twitter account was being used a lot. And who knows? I don't know this woman. I don't know Enzo personally. I have defended Enzo as a character, just thinking it sucks that they've buried him. But I mean, who the fuck knows? So in any event, it is kind of a blemish, okay? And it sucks because rape is very serious. It's not a fucking joke. And no one says it's a joke. So whatever it is, can you say that they're not going to have Enzo on the show now because it's just too touchy of a subject? Who knows? I don't know. And look, there's always going to be some memories of Raw guys. Now, do we really go there and say fucking Benoit? I guess I just did. So, I mean, you have all those matches he had for 5 or 6 years with the company wiped out. Okay. 7 years, I guess, with the company. Anyway, Jericho, I guess, will make an appearance tonight. Don't expect Kenny Omega to come along with him. The podcasting partners / mortal enemies. But anyway, favorite fucking things about Raw, just the Attitude Era. I mean, just to put a fucking nutshell on it, I almost watch Raw now just as a way to keep that in my system a little bit, like those good old days. Was there ever a Raw that really changed my life or anything? I don't know. I've just enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the show. So I hope it's a great show. I hope I think it's really going to be more of a nostalgia act. Like whenever you see these, 1000th episodes of Raw or 15th episode or Raw Homecoming back on the USA Network, where it really did belong, not on Spike TV or TNN. It's really like really honor those people from the past more so than they push a new storyline. It's almost like they take a night off almost from storylines, maybe with one or two things. But I don't know what storylines really captured anybody's imagination right now. Jason Jordan, the fucking bar, the Women's Royal Rumble coming up. Anyway, wrestling fans, enjoy the show tonight. You deserve it. I guess we just have to put our emotions about Enzo on pause. It is disturbing. It is sick. I don't know if he's guilty or not. I'd like to hope that he's not. But then again, if I say that I hope he's not guilty, it means that I just hope that it didn't happen. But I don't want to say that I'm saying that this woman's making it up either, because I have no fucking clue. So, I mean, I'm just saying, whatever's going on with that, it sucks. I mean, because, what are you supposed to say? I mean, what the fuck, right? So there you have it. These are just my raw fucking emotions, so to speak. And we'll fucking tune in and we'll see what the fuck happens. Raw. 25th anniversary. Pretty shitty way to say congratulations, Vince and Associates, but congratulations, Vince and Associates.